Hello everyone and welcome back to KSP. In the last episode we put up a satellite in an equatorial orbit around Kerbin and got us a little bit of science. So let's just see what contracts we have now. Polar satellite couldn't be too bad. Oh. That's a bit of a height. Sure, why not? I don't want to turn down a challenge. Now, let's see what this is. Okay, so we're going to be launching north. Alright, and we are currently where? We are currently here-ish. So it's about to be daytime. We'll have to put it out on the launch pad and wait till we get perfectly in line with it. I think we can just use a rocket like we used last time. Now, if any suggestions have been left, I haven't seen them because I'm recording these in succession, so I'm basically recording them one after another. So if there are any suggestions left, that's why I haven't replied to any. Okay, now that I've got that changed around so I can go northward, I think we're set. I'll change the name once we get up there. Okay. Launch. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit right here and line these up and fast travel just a bit. What I want to do is launch right before these two are in line with each other. Because I want to account for the Earth's Kerbin's rotation rather. And let's go a little bit more. Here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Ready on the launch pad in 3, 2, 1, launch. Looks like a good ascent so far, if I can get the words out of my mouth. Now what I want to do is, actually, after my initial gravity turn, or at least the beginning of it, I want to switch to orbital view so I can see how close my prograde node is to true north. Okay. A little bit of drag there. This way and bring that prograde node forward, or closer to north, because that is where the Kerbin is rotating, and I am not actually going north, I am going northeast, right? Maybe it's northwest. All I know is I'm not going true north. Getting some heating effects. Let's do that. Oh wait. Okay. what is our apoapsis at? It is currently good. So let's flatten this out. Looking good, looking good. And stage 1 burnout. Stage 2. We're a bit off, but not by much. Oh no. Ah, shoot. I launched at the wrong time. I launched on the opposite side. I might have enough delta V to turn the entire thing around. It will be tricky though. Okay, so plan is I'm going to get to apoapsis, make a parking orbit, put my periapsis down here, which will be my apoapsis when I burn, and then I'll be going slow enough at the point of apoapsis I will be able to turn my orbit around so I start flying the other direction. That's the plan. Whether that'll work or not, well, we'll just have to see. Depending on the outcome of this, I'll go ahead and disclaim, don't try this at home. Okay. I really hope I have enough delta V for this maneuver. If I don't, then that's okay, but at 108. Okay. Go ahead and set that node and face towards my... I'm getting sun exposure, right? Yeah, okay. Gonna burn at 7 seconds. Get the line back up here. Burn. See how that turned out. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay. Now what I'm gonna wanna do is add a maneuver. Oh, it doesn't like that. So am I just gonna have to do this by eye? That's what it seems like I'm gonna have to do. Otherwise I'm just not reading that right, and I don't know. But let's focus on here. No. The actual satellite, please. Crap, darn it. There. And yes, I am Kentuckian, I know my accent, I know my sayings like crap, darn it, and even Kentuckians make fun of me for that, but, you know, whatever. Okay. Getting close here. This is gonna be fun. Okay. Here goes nothing. Nah, I don't think we're gonna have enough. Darn, it was going so well too. Ah. Okay. Well, back to Space Center. Well, at least we learned from our mistake. Let's go ahead and put another one out here. And launch. And maybe I'll remember to line it up right this time. Okay, map. Okay, fast forward. Oh, no, not that fast. Right about here. Ooh, nighttime launch. Nice. Okay. SAS on. Launch in 3, 2, 1. Go launch. We have liftoff of CurbSat, whatever number this is now. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, CurbSat 4, I think. Sure is dark. To start experiencing heat effects. Yeah, they are. And solid fuel burnout. Okay. Apoapsis of 66 kilometers. So let's go ahead and burn and attempt to flatten this out some. Ooh. Hold on. Need a bit of an adjustment. There we go, that's good. Okay. Now, are we getting power? We are. Good. Keep it like this and fly to Apoapsis. Or coast, rather. You know, these KSP episodes, you can never make them short because there's always so much to show. There we go. I mean, I watch some other players play it, and they take out things that I think are kind of important. Like, the rocket building process, I see a lot of them take that out, and I'm thinking, oh, what about all the other players that don't know how to actually build rockets? Someone needs to help them. And I guess that's why I'm here. Because I'm kind of a newer player like everyone else. I've just had a little bit of experience. And I hope to share that with everyone. Okay. Let's get this to Apoapsis. Alright, maybe down a bit. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. Ooh, too much. Too much. There we go. Okay, get that set. Oh, no, shoot. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I was making sure that my engine was off, and I accidentally hit the engine activate button. Shouldn't affect us too badly, I hope. Let's go ahead and warp to maneuver. It's always around 15 seconds, isn't it? Well, at least it was the last time. I guess it's because I kind of launched the exact same way. But cool. Cool to know that it's consistent. 3, 2, 1. Slow run down there. Okay. As you can see, the ice caps are pretty. I always like looking at the southern parts, or the poles of Kerbin. They're always, well, I mean, I like the poles of Earth as well. I don't know, the Arctic just seems pretty to me. Anyway, let's burn. I guess my little burn I did affect us more than I thought it would. Shoot. Okay. Well, I can do that, and then I'll adjust apoapsis and periapsis accordingly. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Okay. Estimated burn of 7 seconds. I think we have plenty of fuel for that burn. Okay. Just gonna maneuver that there, and let's go. I haven't been using launch clamps as much as I thought I would be. And Kerbin is tiny. Well, not as tiny as it is once you get out towards the moon or Midmas. Which I guess you can't say the moon because its actual name is... Is our moon, like, officially, is it named Moon or the Moon? No, because moon is a type of... Is it the actual, like, heavenly body? So I guess it would be the moon, which is strange because, you know, there's lots of moons in our galaxy and the universe and etc. Whatever. I mean, We did name it the White House. That was a very creative name. We humans aren't very creative, are we? Earth, ground. What else have we named something really like duh? I don't know. Okay, we're approaching our burn now. And a little bit of a... There we go. Let's see how it looks. That looks good. Are we there? We are. So now we wait. And contract completed. Nice. Okay. So, Space Center. We definitely have lots of cash. Or whatever the currency is. Why are we not... Oh, hey, there's one. Science data from space around Kerbin. That's an easy one to get, but, why are we not getting anything to go to the moon? Is there something I haven't done yet? Maybe I need to get a Kerbal into orbit. I guess that's our next goal. Okay, so let's go ahead and log temperature and transmit. Funny how it's not even pointing at Kerbin. I'm gonna fix that just real quick. Okay. Now, I'm gonna deactivate... Actually, no, I'm not gonna deactivate that battery. I was gonna deactivate it so that it could be powered on solar, but... maybe in a future time. Okay, so I guess our mission now is to get a Kerbal into orbit, because it looks like we aren't getting any kind of hold on. We aren't getting any kind of contracts to get to the moon. And we can't unlock any new science notes, so let's go ahead and go to the VAB. Okay, so I want a command pod, a parachute, I'm gonna go ahead and put a heat shield on this just in case. Then one of these, and one of these. Basically the same rocket we use for our satellites. Because if this can get a satellite into a high orbit like that, it can definitely get a Kerbal into a low orbit. Unless I'm just completely wrong about that, but I don't think so. Let's go ahead and RT-10 solid hammers. Move these down a bit. There we go. I'll do this and put these winglets on for stability purposes. Oh no, there we go. Got it, good. I'm gonna be like us humans and say this is Kermini. Actually no. Oh, I can't see. Mercury 1. Okay. Is there anything else we need? Don't think so. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's it. Well, you know, I don't know what kind of down forces we're gonna be fighting against once we get through orbit, so I'm gonna attach these just in case. Like I said earlier, never want to be undercautious. I think she'll do it. So let's launch. And we're out on the launch pad. It is nighttime currently, but who cares? Okay, go for launch in 3, 2, 1, launch. I forgot to throttle the boosters. Oh no. This is not gonna go well. Come on. Come on. Burnout, please. Okay. Engine burnout. We're slowing down a bit. Now I can maybe fight this thing into a gravity turn. Yeah. Here we go. Ooh, this is a very steep orbit. Should have throttled those back to 50 or so. But I think I can get this pulled back. Okay, here we go. Keep that at 45, and what's our apoapsis looking like? Okay, so... Okay, I may have miscalculated the weight of the crew pod versus the weight of that probe body. Didn't take that into account. I still think this will get into orbit, if only just. I'm hoping this first stage will get me out of the atmosphere so that tiny engine can be as efficient as possible. Alright, okay, we made it out of the atmosphere on our apoapsis, so let's turn this way and flatten this out to get the longest trajectory possible. And burnout in stage 1, decouple, and let's throttle all the way down and light stage 2. Actually, this is stage 3, given the solid boosters. But anyway, so yeah, I definitely think this will get into orbit. Seems like my calculations for the weight wasn't that bad. I just wasn't accounting for the actual weight change. I thought the first stage would push us a bit harder, but oh well. Okay. And burn. This will also get us our EVA report in space above the highlands. Or not the highlands, the mountains, which is the one we lack. Besides the polar ones, which we need to get sometime. And we will. And that's orbit? Yeah, that's orbit. Okay, so EVA. What do we got? Water. Okay, that's a mountainous region there. Let's go around to there. I'm used to playing with some mods like TAC Life Support, so I'm kind of happy not to have to worry about oxygen and food and water and all that stuff. A little bit of lag there. This is going to be more highlands than anything, I believe. Maybe we need to wait till we get to more like this area. Okay. That looks kind of mountainous. Let's see. AV Airport. Highlands. Of course. I guess the next place would be here. And then if this isn't it, we will be passing over that desert mountain area sometime. Okay, this is highlands as well. So, let's see. Let's go around a little bit. The desert mountains are like somewhere around here-ish, I think. Nope, that's the water. Let's go a bit farther. Still the water. Maybe I was just completely wrong about where I think we're at. Mountains. Cool. Okay, now, I have decided that I think we have enough delta V to go into a high orbit, which will get us some more science. A high orbit, I think, is around 350 kilometers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till we get all the way back around to periapsis, and then I'll burn for a high orbit, and from there I can determine if we have enough delta V to go back into a parking orbit, or we'll just have to descend as we are. Gotta love space. It's very pretty. Okay, stop. Now, let's do this. Just hope I don't have to send a rescue mission. Okay, that's 380. Yeah, we have plenty of fuel. I think we can even get back down to a parking orbit after this. And what I mean by that is get back down to where they're both about the same. And by doing that, I can make sure the re-entry isn't too vigorous. There we go. So let's do an EVA report. High over Kerbin. Board. Should have taken a... no, wait. I already have some data with a thermometer. I don't have all of it, though. Anyway. Save that. And we're going to coast back down to periapsis. And I think we're going to do our re-entry burn here. Actually, we might wait a little bit further into the orbit so that we land closer on the light side. Might even try for KSC. Okay. Periapsis is still in space, so let's go ahead and time warp. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're in the right spot. So let's go ahead and burn some. And I'm shooting for right... okay, I'm shooting for right there apparently, because that's all the fuel I have. So let's go ahead and eject. Slow us down a wee bit more. And we'll be landing somewhere around in there due to Kerbin's rotation and our own slowing of velocity once we hit the atmosphere. All in all, I'd say this is a pretty successful trip. Well, so far, as long as we don't die on re-entry, which I don't think we will. And here we are back in the atmosphere. Get pointed for re-entry. We had just enough delta V to get a good landing descent, as it were. A decent descent. You can see it heating up, and there's the heating effects. I'm gonna slow it down just in case nothing happens that I can't take control of fast enough. Kerbals at KSC are watching Jebediah here come in like a screaming rocket. Well, screaming meteorite, more like it. He was already on a screaming rocket. You know, given this descent path, I think we're gonna land fairly close. Depending on how much we slow down. Because right now, it kind of looks like we're gonna land somewhere right in there. But we are still 37 kilometers up, so who knows? And my dog just entered the room. What? Oh, it blew up. Hold on. Stack the coupler, fuel tank. Okay, so it was my other stage. Phew! I was making sure there wasn't anything on here. I mean, I didn't see anything, but you never know. Pretty cool how it's still tracking that other stage, though. The one that I used for orbit and descent. Hey, maybe we'll get to see that, yeah, see that little silver thing that I mentioned a few episodes ago is still there. Oh, now it's gone. No, there's still something there. Is it like a texture thing? Maybe once we get some planes built, we can go explore that. And that's us through the thickest part of the atmosphere there. Well, not the thickest part, I guess the thickest part is down at the surface, but the heatiest part of the atmosphere. If that's even a word. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lean the command pod back to where, due to its aerodynamic, I'm trying to think of the word here. Aerodynamic, well, the way it flies, when you lean it back, it kind of flies forward a little bit, so you get more horizontal momentum than you get vertical momentum. Gives you a longer flight and lowers your g-force before you hit the ground. I've saved a few Kerbals' lives by doing that, actually. And now for the long descent down. Is that redundant? Descent down? For the long trip down, that's a better word. Parachutes. So for a total trip, I think we did fairly well with that. I think the next thing, if they give it to us, is going to be going for a moonshot. You know, where we can do a little, not so much orbital, but trying to think of the word. Get pulled into the moon's sphere of influence and fly back out, essentially. Maybe even make a recoverable probe, one that comes back down to Earth, or a Kerbin rather. That'll be fun to do. Okay, and recover. Now, it is very useful to recover closer to the KSC than farther away, because you get more funds back that way. Like, see, 95.2% value of all the things that I recovered, because I recovered so close. Now, we got 37 science from that, so I think that'll give us enough to unlock this last node here. Perfect. Alright, now let's check the contracts. Still nothing for the moon? Huh. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait till future episodes to see if we get those contracts. Till then, see you.